Hello and welcome back. In this video we're going to cut and polish the crown of this modified standard round brilliant. In my previous video we cut and polished the pavilion. We then transferred the stone from one dock to another, which is that little brass rod. So the stone that you're looking at now is cut and polished on the bottom side, which is already attached to the machine. So the process is three parts. First, we're going to cut the mains, which I've already done off camera. Then we're going to cut and polish the table. We cut and polish the table because typically that one is the one that's going to give you the most amount of trouble at the end, so it's better to get it out of the way early. After we've cut the table, we'll go back and we'll cut and polish the mains, brakes and stars. After we've cut and polished all the facets, I'll take it off the dock and we'll clean it up and we'll see what we've got. As you can see, I've already cut the 8 mains. To cut and polish the table, we use a 45-degree adapter. A 45-degree adapter allows us to cut a table which is perpendicular to the lap. You can see with this instrument it would be impossible to do it without this adapter. Before we can use the 45-degree adapter, we have to calibrate it, and we do that using this flat tool here. The calibration tool enables us to ensure that the stone will be held at exactly 90 degrees to the lap. Okay, now that we're dialed in, we'll go ahead and cut in the table. So this is what the final setup looks like. Okay, good to go. So you can see the table coming in slightly now in the very center. Alright, table's cut and the size looks great, so let's get on to polishing. The table polished up great on the cerium oxide and lucite lap. I'm about halfway through polishing all of the facets, and I thought this would be a good place to stop so I could show you guys this pattern. Looks really pretty, and it's a little bit harder to see once all the facets have been polished. Alright, next time you see this thing, it'll be totally done. All the polishing's done, and she looks beautiful. She looks a little bit dark, but that's only because she's half covered in wax. Once I get the wax off, you'll see she's going to look really nice. And here she is. I cleaned off the wax with some isopropanol and a little bit of a scrape with a little plastic card. You can use a fingernail, but I'd avoid using anything much harder than plastic or your fingernail. Couldn't be happy with the result. It's always a lot of fun to take them out of the wax. You never really know what you're going to get. I thought the original rough material might have been a bit too light to make a nice stone, but proven wrong. This looks great, and there's plenty of flashes of colour from this pattern, so I'm really happy with the result. I might cut this one again. Alright, that just about wraps up this video. If you have a pattern you'd like me to cut or a technique you'd like me to demonstrate, please let me know in the comments below, and if it's something I can do, I'll definitely give it a go. Alright, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.